Billy Pops, Cannonball, don't trust a cop. Johnny Spotswood just don't know when to stop. Yeah, and if you don't like it, you better take your ass up to the Snooty Fox, cause this is the loud spot. Okay, see you later.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Loud Spot. I'm your host, Sebastian Cosby, right out of Oklahoma City. We are hanging out with Avery and Brian from the band Mirror Lake. How are you two doing?
We're doing good, man. How are you?
I am good. You know, this saying the word mirror has always been a hard word for me to say for some reason. So it's like mirror. No. It just doesn't roll off my tongue easily.
I'm not even gonna lie. Like, I catch myself all the time. Like a Mirror Lake. I mess it up. I'll be like Mirror Lake, and
Mirror
especially
Lake.
in Texas. So like that's the sling.
You got that draw, yeah.
One syllable.
Right.
Mirror Lake.
Mirror Lake. So the band is it a 4-piece band?
5 actually.
Oh, a 5-piece band, and you guys have been rocking out. So I know there's exciting news coming on this Saturday, right?
This Saturday,
Yes.
September 4th, we're going to be at the Cynthia Woods Mitchell Pavilion. We're playing a now, as of today, a now sold out BuzzFest. That's like 16,000 people or some shit like that. Crazy.
My producer just called me a loser for not being able to say mirror that easily. But yeah, that is crazy. So the band was put in a competition, right? With how many other bands were involved in that voting?
Right. So it started with 86 bands, and we were like,
holy crap, man.
I mean, like, first of all, I had no idea about the competition. My sister, and then like all of my family members started messaging me, and I'm like, okay, yeah, you guys are always going to tell me to enter into everything. But then like fans were like, yo, you guys should actually try and enter into this because you could win. And I'm like, all right, cool. So let's go. There was 86 bands that
hold on. You had to have felt like with 86 bands, there is no freaking way that you're going to win. Like, even though you guys sound awesome, but you have to have been like a little bit like, can we really do this? Like, did that go through your head at all?
I mean,
It did for me.
Avery's like, I knew we had that shit. We were gonna win the whole time.
It's not even just like that. It's okay. So I was more so like, okay, there's so much talent in Houston, like straight up.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I'm telling you, like all my friends that are in bands out here, amazing. So it's just like, if any of them entered, I would have been like gritting my teeth. I'm like, fuck. But like, it was just one of those things. I was like, there's so much good talent out here. I was just like, anybody could make it. It's up to preference at that point.
Right.
It's like there's a level of band like talent, and once you get there, it's apples and oranges. Like, what do you like better? They're both good. So
what was the was there like a standard sound you guys had to have in order to be even considered to play at BuzzFest?
no, the only real requirement is that we had to submit an actual live video. So no pre-recorded anything. It had to be like a true live video. That was the only like real stipulation they had.
Did you argue about which video to send? Was it being like, no, send this one, no, send this one? I like this one better.
Song-wise, like song choice, definitely. We had a couple choices that we were kind of going back and forth. I think Bury You was in the running for a while.
Barry was in the running.
And then we ended up landing on, we landed on Somber. And that was probably the best choice we could have made.
Because bands had the option to do just grab a video from YouTube, or they could create a video for the audition, and we decided to create a video. So like, he was the one that was in charge of all that. He's like, he works for this company, or it's his company, and like our guitarist as well, Lost Trinity Media, and they do all kinds of video work and stuff. So we're like, let's produce it under you guys. Let's let you guys do all the camera work and all the magic. We'll pick a song, and then we all argued over the song for like 2 days.
Right. And to be clear, she's saying like camera work, magic and stuff. It like all we did was we had 2 cameras that were running around like while we were playing. And I actually was able to take the audio from the board, like from the soundboard.
Right.
And then all I had to do was then at that point take it back to the studio and just level it out and make it sound a little bit better.
Dang, how exciting. Go ahead. What were you saying for the record?
I was just saying, like, it was one of those, like, there was very minor, there wasn't any adjustments to the audio or anything like that, because that was the big thing, is it had to be like an actual live video,
so like you can't go like tune the vocals or like
stuff like that,
slip the drums or anything like that. So we took the raw audio and just literally slapped it right on the video, and we're like, boom.
Yeah.
James Vasquez says, "Oh my God, Mirror Lake, much love to y'all."
Oh, hi, James. How are you? Thank you.
So you have to be so excited, though, to be playing at such a large audience. Is this like your biggest show? Have you played similar big shows like this before?
This is as far as sheer volume, this is the largest show that we've played so far. So for me, I grew up in Houston, and like the Woodlands is like a respected like venue for like large artists. So like I've seen everything from like Luke Bryan country music to freaking Lady Gaga played the Pavilion once, like years ago. Really? Yeah, she did. Okay. And like, I mean, Iron Maiden, Lamb of God was there like last week. So,
oh wow,
and Megadeth. And you know what I'm saying? Like, that's a huge tour. Yeah, that is the band. That like, I was like a little kid, and I was with my mom, and like Korn went on stage, and I was like, I don't know, 15 or something. And I said, one day I'm gonna play this venue, Mom. I promise it's gonna happen. And she's like, okay.
Avery, have you always been into rock music? Have you always felt like you're going to be like in a rock band, like a vocalist for a rock group? Like maybe even seeing Korn back in the day where you're like, I'm going to do that shit one day.
Hell no, man. I wanted to play guitar so bad. And you know, like, I'm not a bad guitarist. Don't comment. I'm not a bad guitarist.
Come on, Brian, tell us the truth.
I met Mark.
Hey,
I met Mark.
She wrote the intro for Bury You.
I did, yeah. I something. I'm not like terrible, but I'm not great either. I'm not should be playing stadiums good. So obviously, like my guitarist was like, you know, you sing better than you play guitar, so maybe sing and never touch a guitar again. And I'm like, Mark, you know what? You're right. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that.
Going into this band, then were you going to start off as a guitar player, or maybe play guitar, and then got moved into vocals, or was like off the bat you're going to be the vocalist?
For this band, it was off the bat. Now, me and my guitarist Mark, we've known each other. I've known him since he was 12. So
oh wow, long time. Yeah.
Yeah, when I first met him, we were like, we're gonna be like this guitar duo. We're gonna be so sick. And he got super good at guitar, and I went nowhere. I plateaued. I was terrible. Like he was like, look, but you're also doing vocals, and it sounds great. Maybe you should just stick to that. So moving forward with every other band, like we did vocals. Yes, I know. With every other band, we did vocals. So I was just like, I'm on it. I'm on vocals forever now. So
dude, that is so much like me.
9 hours a day and said, I'm going to get good at singing.
Yeah, no. So I was going to play guitar, except for my friend got a guitar first. So I had to go buy a drum set. And I'm so happy that I did not play guitar because I never would have progressed either. I just would have sucked at it.
I couldn't get any better. And it wasn't a high mark, so it's not good. Like, it was like one step above. I was playing like kind of sort of sloppy bullet for my Valentine riffs.
Good enough to get her ideas across. That's about
pretty much. Yeah.
That's good.
Nice. It wasn't good.
As long as you get your ideas across. So now I did see that one of your other shows got canceled. Was last week or the week before because of COVID? Someone's banned the coronavirus thing.
Alesana, who's a band that like we all grew up on, we love. We were so excited to play that, but like you know, when COVID strikes, there's nothing we can do about it. So it's just like. But it's like we wish the best to those guys. We were like super like upset when it happened, but at the same time, it's like, man, we kind of in the back of our head was like, man, this could happen. Like this COVID thing is real. So
you know, and playing that show would have been nice just as like kind of a warm up for this show, kind of thing. Now was that band were they the headliners and they got sick?
Alesana was the one that caught COVID. They were the headliners. The Picturesque and a couple other bands were on that set as well. But yeah, the big guys, Alesana, they were just like, yeah, we got COVID, can't play, got to postpone the tour. And I was like, man,
that sucks.
The tour was actually postponed. That we were supposed to play that show before COVID,
right?
And then it got rescheduled. And we were like, all right, we finally get to go do it. And then it's like, third time's the charm.
Yeah. Next time.
We're in close contact with the promoters and like the booking agents and stuff. So hopefully when they do re-announce the tour, we can get back on it and we'll be playing it again. So
awesome. James does have a question for you guys. Not really music related, but he says, I have a question for the band. What's your favorite animals?
So my favorite
for James, go ahead.
Dolphins and beluga whales and funny little like sea animals, sea creatures. That's like my favorite thing. I like turtles, just anything in the ocean. I don't know why.
Anything from the water. You like sushi?
I love sushi.
Yeah, me too.
It's kind of contradictory. It's like, I love sushi.
That's why I asked.
I'm gonna eat
but I eat them. Yeah. Throw some soy sauce on it. Give me some wasabi. We're good to go.
My favorite animal, definitely a lion.
A lion. Yeah, bravery line.
Yeah. That's just always been my, like, anytime I've like done anything and they're like, oh, pick your spirit animal or whatever. I'm like, no, lion all day.
That's so weird. I don't think I have one. I don't have a favorite color. I don't have a favorite song. I don't have a favorite food. I just kind of like everything. I'm just kind of like, I'm just there.
I don't have a favorite. You could never make me pick a favorite food because, like, I'm so particular. Depending on what day it is, that's where I'm going to pick my favorite food.
Yeah, no, me too. I'm the same. And music's the same way. I can listen to one thing one day and the next day be in a completely different mood. All right, back to the band, though. How long now, I know you've known the guitar player, I guess, since you were 12, but how long has the band officially Mirror Lake been together?
We started in the middle of 2017.
Oh, so 4 years.
About 4 years, yeah. I would say it's been a crazy wild productive.
From behind the scenes,
years.
it's been a lot longer. It feels like.
Yeah, because it's crazy because there's stuff even now that we've done that we're under NDA we can't even talk about yet. So it's like there's so much stuff happening behind the scenes for the band that it's like. On the surface, it's like, oh, they're a cute little band. They've been around for a little while. And I'm like, no, we out here making money moves. Like, we're wild behind the scenes. But then COVID struck and kind of messed everything up. So it's like we're on like weird standby holds with all kinds of crap going on. It's a mess.
Like, if you thought it was weird trying to find toilet paper, try waiting on your career to like progress and then getting hit with COVID.
I know that's like I started this in COVID, so it's a little bit different, for me. But yeah, that would be horrible. JD wants to know what band inspired Mirror Lake and who came up with the name of the band.
Oh, good questions. So as far, I'll let you answer the first part. I'll just answer the.
Okay, influences. I mean, I would say at the time of the conception of Mirror Lake, we were all heavily influenced by what was going on overseas. So bands like Alaska and Holding Absence and stuff like that. But I mean, from the jump, like all my boys are like real big into like Bullet for My Valentine and just like that whole metalcore movement, Kill Switch Engage, all that stuff like back in the day. And then like me personally, I'm just a weirdo. Like I was into like new metal and grunge. So like all the 90s bands like Korn and Alice in Chains and all that kind of stuff, that was like where I was. And that's probably where I'll kind of always be. Like I always draw influence from where I grew up. But like at the same time, it's like I would say that European movement is what kind of inspired the initial sound of Mirror Lake. And we kind of like just made it into our own over time.
Yeah. Would you agree with that, Brian?
Yeah. So the band name, whenever we come up with a name, I was thinking about, I was like, damn, like it was just a very rough time in my life. And so I was thinking, like, I was just kind of like trying to think of something that was more nostalgic, you know what I mean? And something that reminded me of an easier time rather. And so back when I was a kid, like me and my buddies used to play, we used to play World of Warcraft actually. And
yeah. A lot of people still play that. A lot of people played that. A lot of people still play it.
Right. Yeah. I'll play it every now and then still. And it's cool because Mirror Lake was where we would all go and meet up at. It's like it's outside one of the capital cities.
Oh, it's an actual lake.
Yeah, no, it's like it's this
cool
like areas of that game, and I was just like, "Yo, this like."
Oh, it's a lake in the game.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, it's not a real lake, like in.
No.
It's not real.
We go into our rooms, lock ourselves in there.
Lake.
Yeah, see. We go home, lock ourselves in our rooms, and then go meet up at this imaginary lake, and that was just kind of like the start of every day on WoW.
For me, it was wild because when he said Mirror Lake, I'm like, I grew up like 5 minutes from a street that was actually called Mirror Lake, and I used to pass it all the time. So it's like Mirror Lake all the time. And I was like, really? That's where you want to? Let's go for it. I was like, now we got to go commit a crime in the middle of the night and steal the sign.
Oh yeah, definitely. No,
like, look, I'm not saying we're ever going to do it because we're on like public, whatever.
No one's watching. No one's watching my show.
We're not going to steal that sign.
To do it. But